Zélie Thorne had been painting since she was 5 years old, turning her grandmother's garage into a makeshift studio where she created breathtaking landscapes and portraits that captured emotions most people couldn't even put into words. After art school, she struggled to make ends meet, working multiple jobs while trying to get gallery representation for her work that had professors calling her a generational talent with the potential to become one of the great contemporary artists. Helena Morrison owned the most prestigious gallery in the Arts District, a woman who had inherited wealth but possessed no actual artistic vision or talent. She surrounded herself with mediocre artists who praised her own terrible paintings while dismissing genuinely gifted creators who might overshadow her delusions of artistic grandeur. When Zélie applied to show her work, Helena hired her as a janitor instead, claiming her paintings were too amateur for serious consideration. For 6 months, Zélie cleaned Helena's gallery while her own masterpieces sat hidden in storage, watching Helena display uninspired work from her wealthy friends who paid premium prices for wall space rather than earning it through talent. Helena delighted in humiliating Zélie, making her scrub floors while criticizing her pathetic dreams, and reminding her that real artists don't need day jobs. The breaking point came during the gallery's biggest exhibition of the year. Zélie had secretly entered her painting Urban Solitude, a haunting cityscape that captured the isolation of modern life, into the show, hoping Helena might finally recognize her talent. Instead, Helena discovered the piece and flew into a rage, tearing it down and literally throwing it in the dumpster while screaming that Zélie had contaminated her prestigious exhibition with amateur garbage. But Helena had made a fatal mistake. She didn't know that Zélie's grandmother had been a real estate mogul who had quietly purchased the entire Arts District building 20 years earlier as an investment. When grandmother passed away, she left everything to Zélie, including the building that housed Helena's precious gallery. Zélie had been working as a janitor in her own property, studying Helena's business practices while planning the perfect revenge. The next morning, Zélie arrived at the gallery not with a mop, but with eviction papers. Helena's lease had expired, and as the new property owner, Zélie was choosing not to renew. Helena had 30 days to vacate the premises that would be converted into a space showcasing actual artistic talent rather than purchased mediocrity. Helena's panic was immediate and desperate. She offered to display Zélie's work, to make her a partner, to pay triple rent, anything to stay in the prime location that had made her gallery successful. But Zélie had bigger plans than simply switching roles with her former tormentor. Using her inheritance wisely, Zélie transformed the space into Thorne Contemporary, a revolutionary gallery that discovered and promoted genuinely gifted artists regardless of their financial background or social connections. Her first exhibition featured the same urban solitude painting Helena had thrown away, now professionally restored and displayed as the centerpiece that launched Zélie's career as both artist and gallery owner. The art world's response was electric. Critics who had dismissed Helena's gallery as vanity wall, space for trust fund artists, celebrated Zélie's vision and curatorial expertise. Her own paintings began selling for prices that dwarfed anything Helena had ever achieved, while established collectors started visiting the gallery specifically to discover Zélie's latest artistic finds. Helena's attempts to open a new gallery failed spectacularly. Without her prime location and reputation, she couldn't attract serious artists or collectors. Word spread quickly through the tight-knit art community about how she had treated talented artists, and her name became synonymous with everything wrong with elitist gallery culture. The final humiliation came when Zélie's gallery was featured in Art International magazine as the gallery that's revolutionizing contemporary art. The article specifically mentioned how Zélie had transformed a space previously known for mediocrity into the most exciting artistic destination in the city, with critics praising her ability to recognize talent that other galleries had overlooked. Helena, meanwhile, ended up working at a frame shop in the suburbs, surrounded daily by the kind of art she had once dismissed, while watching Zaley's success grow through art magazines and social media. Her former artist friends abandoned her when they realized she could no longer provide them with exhibition opportunities or social status. Zaley used her platform to mentor young artists facing similar struggles, creating scholarship programs and mentorship opportunities that ensured talent would never again be dismissed. Because of someone's economic background, she proved that artistic vision and business acumen could create lasting change in an industry too often dominated by wealth rather than creativity. Years later, when art students studied the transformation of the contemporary gallery scene, they learned about Zaley Thorne, the artist who cleaned toilets by day and painted masterpieces by night, until she revealed that she owned the very building where she had been humiliated and turned it into a beacon for authentic artistic expression. Helena learned too late that dismissing someone's dreams doesn't make you superior, it just reveals your own lack of vision and humanity.